Anyway, yeah, we're gonna be going Marth versus Mewtwo here. This is a a matchup that has been played a lot in the history of Remix, because both of these characters were developed sort of around the same time. So there was a lot of Marth versus Mewtwo going on in the testing period. My thoughts on this matchup, that it's fairly even, but Marth has a pretty strong punish game against Mewtwo. Mewtwo is a character who struggles a lot with being like frame trapped, and Marth kinda has a lot of like weak moves that can string together in a great way against floaty characters, so the combination of those two things is really powerful. You see Supa getting the double forward air into the tipper up B. Really nice conversion there. Just swatting away at Mewtwo's shield. Patriot, on the other hand, again, like we said last set, maybe a bit more comfortable in his punishes when playing against vanilla characters. Let's see what he can do against Marth here. Looking pretty good for Supa so far. Gets a good opening with that dash attack into a tech chase, but good defensive up B there from Supa, just throwing it out early. Get that big hitbox. And Patriot uses the dash attack to cover the edge. It just stays out for so long. Oh wow! Got reverse ledge GI off of that. Supa couldn't really find a way to extend that, so he just gets the up B for a little bit better positioning. More damage. Back throw is gonna get the kill. Yeah, he did the reverse ledge GI, but it was off of his shadow ball, sending him backwards over the ledge. Anyway, good opener from Patriot there. He's definitely like catching up. Oh, goes really deep with that neutral aerial, trying to catch an early jump out of Marth. But really good patience shown from Supa there to hold on to his jump and use it a bit later on. Oh no! Patriot accidentally misses the ledge snap on the up B. Ends up dead for it. That's a shame. Game 1 goes to Supa though. He's looking fairly even. Probably the ball was in Supa's court a bit more. But like Patriot was starting to come back until that SD disaster happened. Very sad. Poor Mewtwo. Princess Marth wins game 1. There you go. You're both tournament dumb. Well, you both made it pretty far into the tournament. Your brain only knows Dreamland. Yeah, I mean, I can't 100% blame you. Oh yeah, I'm reading the chat right now. Yeah, the stage picking thing hurts my fucking brain, Lamau, says Patriot. It's the thing, like, when the stage list is so big, and there's all the rules that you have to learn, it's easy to just get overwhelmed and be like, yo, wanna play Dreamland? How is picking stages hard? You gotta read. You gotta do reading. Reading material. You gotta study. It's awful. You gotta understand how striking works. You gotta know what Dave's stupid rule is. You have to remember stage names, yeah. I mean, how many people can look at the list of all the stage names and actually like picture the stage in their head and know what that is? Probably not everyone. Anyway, I mean, yeah, I can too. That's not really the point though. Patriot is gonna take him to Stadium. An interesting counter pick. I wonder what the rationale behind it is. Like, what about Stadium is desirable for Mewtwo? I'm not really sure. Doesn't really seem any better or worse than Dreamland to me, if I think about it. Oh, nice DJC backer into the grab there. Getting a big punish, double up air, and the ledge hog seals it. Patriot is already off to a way better start here than he was in the first game. Holding onto the ledge, really patient, and just as a ledge roll up tilt. Classic online execution test moment. Just do something fast and then throw out a move to stop them from punishing you. That's like the second time Supa's gotten that early up B tipper. That's really good for Marth. Like, you get good stage positioning out of it because they get so far away. And you get back basically guaranteed once you hit it. That dash attack might kill Supa though. Just barely makes it back. Oh wow, and the charge shot uncharged, or the shadow ball, sorry, actually knocks down Supa, and Patriot gets a big conversion out of those little mini shadow balls. Stadium is huge. Okay, that makes sense. So Patriot wants to go to Stadium because it's like a bigger stage and there's more room excuse me, to do those shadow ball things that he likes to do. Yeah, that checks out. Did Supa ban Kalos? Because Kalos is kind of the same thing, but maybe even bigger. I think Kalos as that, like, that's like the ultimate projectile user stage. Oh, nice back throw, that's gonna kill. Mewtwo back throw, pretty strong. Not as strong as like like Pika, but pretty close. And yeah, just using a lot of shadow balls to kind of control the ground here. And when you see that, the counter pick starts to make a bit more sense. With no top platform, the middle of the stage is kind of just this flat, like wide open dead zone, and if he fills that space up with shadow balls, there isn't really like a super easy way for Supa to safely approach, because he has to go over those. He can't like run up and grab or anything, or run up and do a short hop forward air. And those are the types of things you really like to do with Marth. Good combo conversion into the down air for Supa there. Patriot saying in the chat that the platforms on Kalos looked cringe, which is why he didn't pick that stage. And Soap saying in the chat that Marth can't run up and grab Mewtwo with his balls in the way. Good point. Oh! And Supa actually spurred into switching off of his character there. He picks Wolf instead of the Marth. That actually is pretty surprising. I thought he would be sticking with Marth in this tournament. But switches off to Wolf, hoping to maybe get a better matchup. And now they're not playing the game. Supa in the chat says, you still keep the pick? No. Supa not understanding how counter picks work. Sorry dogs, I'm on streamer mode. I didn't know you were calling. We got Dogs Johnson back on the mic, watching the delayed stream, so he can't commentate properly. Let's go.
Saw them waiting. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, sorry about that.
What happened? What do you think happened? Did they say like, "Hey, you already won this stage," so they switched? Or
Yeah,
what?
Patriot said you won on Dreamland. Supa didn't even know who was supposed to be picking the stage, and they ended up back on Stadium.
Wow.
Supa's using Wolf this time. Different pick. Kind of an interesting choice. Happy birthday,
That's
dogs, by the way.
Thank you, Beef.
And me, I said that too.
Yeah, I said thank you, as well. You interrupted me. Would have been fun to see you compete, but I understand you can't.
Yeah. Anyway, Wolf on this stage, definitely a good choice compared to Marth, because you know you don't get projectile camped as much when you have like one of the best projectiles ever.
Yep.
Like if Patriot wants to sit there spamming Shadow Ball, then Supa can just sit there spamming Blaster.
Yeah, I like this pick a lot. for Wolf. I mean, it's not bad for Mewtwo, but I think it's a bit better for Wolf. And this matchup, I think, is better for Wolf as well.
Yeah, my only like kind of reservation is Patriot definitely has demonstrated that he's pretty good at punishing the fast fallers, but Supa wouldn't have known that at this point. But it does make me feel a little scared for Wolf, because like, yeah, Patriot has shown that he's pretty good at getting those like up tilt, up air combos on the fast fallers, and getting like big conversions off of that.
Very conversions on fast fallers.
Didn't go for the downer after that upper though. Interesting. I thought like at least he would go for it. It might not have worked. But
Yeah, I didn't do anything, huh?
A triple upper looking like Pikachu. It just holds the ledge to seal it. Wolf's back air is really big, and that kind of huge move is kind of hard for Mewtwo to deal with sometimes, I think. It's definitely like a good idea from Supa to just kind of play a neutral around back air like that.
Laser back air, yeah.
It puts a lot of pressure on Mewtwo.
It's a very, very good move, that back air. Probably one of the best remix character moves, right?
There's a lot of good forward airs.
True.
Patriot really likes doing that Mewtwo dash attack.
It's good.
It is. I mean, I do the same thing sometimes. Like it can really catch people off guard. It lasts like for quite a long time, which people don't always expect.
Yeah.
Nice horizontal combo from Supa though, picking up a quick stock. That's kind of the Wolf classic.
And you can vary that in so many different ways against like the whole cast. It's just so good.
Wolf up air, actually a really huge move. Maybe one of his best moves that people might not know about as much as like back air. But his up air is like so big, it's really hard to contest. Anyway, yeah, counter pick working out for Supa in a big way. Takes game 2 pretty convincingly.
Patriot says, watch me try to learn the stage real time. It's hard if you don't know these stages.
If you didn't have work, you'd join the tourney. Yeah, that would have been cool, Mafia. I think SKG had work too, which is too bad. It would have been fun to see him play. I think he probably would have otherwise. But, you know, can't schedule around everyone.
Very interested to see Mafia compete in one of these tournaments. I know that a lot of people don't know about him in 64.
Hidden boss for sure.
Yes, yeah, very much hidden boss.
Interesting to me that they have the dark blue cursor here, hazards off, movement off. Definitely not what the rule set calls for. So I wonder if if they'll end up on like a frozen stage that's supposed to have movement.
That happened with Dr. D and I. We didn't turn on the Yoshi's clouds somehow.
Do people turn hazards off for Dreamland or something?
I do.
No,
I just do the one click.
I think the Remix Tour rule set actually calls for Dreamland to have hazards on, but I don't know. I feel like it's weird because all the Dreamland variants don't have the hazard.
Yeah.
So like making Dreamland frozen kind of gives it like parity with those.
Yeah.
Hazards off, movement on is probably a safe bet, too.
Yeah, I think that's how it should always be.
But most of the legal stages don't have hazards anyway. I think it's just Dreamland that's affected by that. Anyway, they're going to Glacial River this time.
I do not like this stage.
I don't mind this stage. I know people have some like issues with the slopes though. Actually, I was well, Soap is here in my chat. Why don't I just go ahead and put the pressure on him? How about we make a remix version of this stage that is the same stage, but the main platform is flat instead of having the dip in the middle? Because I don't think we need to update the main stage or anything, but I think if the main platform of the stage was flat instead of having the dip in the middle, then it would be like universally, immediately accepted for competitive play.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I kind of like, I don't mind the dip. but people don't like it. It can be Clock Tower. I mean, I think the aesthetic of this stage is cool. I think like literally the only problem that people have is the dip, because it can be kind of hard to approach a character who's like sitting in the dip in the middle. They're like closer to the floor, so moves can go over them or projectiles can go over them. They also have a platform above them, so you can't like easily land on them with some kind of approaches. It just won't work because the platform gets in your way, makes you like land.
We don't. Yeah. To Mafia was saying we already play with a flat main stage. Are you talking about Smashville? Because the top hat moves.
Yeah, the moving platform on Smashville kind of stops it from being the same thing. And you can do Frozen Smashville, but the ledges on Smashville are kind of janky. I think like Glacial with a flat, like I really like this layout in general of like a flat stage with one wide platform, but we don't really have like an ideal version of that for competitive play because a lot of people don't like slopes. Slopes are pretty controversial.
I was slopes at the edge of the edges near the ledge, but
yeah,
not this.
Sloped edges are like less impactful for sure, because like being on the edge is already like a disadvantaged position. So if it gets buffed a little bit from having the dip, it's not as big of a deal. Whereas like if center stage, which is like the best place you can be for most characters, is like advantaged due to the design of the stage's main platform, can kind of be a problem. Anyway, Patriot looking a lot better this game. Sorry, I know we haven't really been talking about the match at all, but been picking up better punishes and generally adapted well to the Wolf. So I'm interested to see what Supa's gonna do here. Oh yeah, that one in Brawl is it's Yoshi's Island or whatever. That stage is in Remix too actually, but the main platform doesn't tilt because platforms can't tilt right now with the limitations we have. It'd probably be possible. I mean, anything is possible, but given the current limitations of importing stages, you can't have tilting platforms.
I differ on the beefs going off or super going bark, but I like to see Remix versus Vanilla. I think it's really cool, so I don't mind going Falcon here.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure if he was gonna do it, but like, it's game 5, right? And like, if you want to move on, and you have a comfort pick like Falcon, like Supa's Falcon is gonna be way better than his Remix characters for the most part. Not if you do that though. But generally, his Falcon is like his strongest character for sure, and he just has so many more hours on it. And yeah, they're playing Frozen Smashville because of their dark blue cursor. It's not supposed to be frozen.
Retroactive DQ.
Little bit of controversy going on in the chat.
Second time cheating.
Anyway, the one thing I will say is that like Falcon being a vanilla character is kind of a good thing for Patriot too, because he is more comfortable fighting the vanilla characters for sure.
Yeah, he has more of a game plan, knows what Falcon wants, all that.
Exactly. Oh wow. Just like runs through and grabs him before the back air comes out. That's a pretty risky approach, but I mean those pay off sometimes when you're Falcon. Oh, that's speed,
yeah. Probably safer to do like an up smash to at least trade if you get hit, but he made it work.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it. Oh, the reverse Shadow Ball. Coming in clutch to win neutral again. Maybe could have done a forwarder there to extend that punish, but 65% isn't bad. A back throw will put Falcon in a really bad position here if he lands it. Goes for a super gimmicky charge cancel off smash though, and just gets hard punished for it. I mean, hey, if it worked, we'd be singing his praises, probably. I would be, at least. You might still think he's being dumb. I like it when someone gambles and gets away with it, though.
He had some really interesting up smashes at, like, near the ledge of platforms, where it's like, oh, like, just come run up into my up smash in previous sets.
Nice,
so
nice DI. That was like good DI from Supa. I think he like went in the same direction as the Mewtwo up tilt, and he ended up like far enough away that he couldn't continue that combo.
Yeah.
That's smart. And yeah, wins that game. Supa's platform movement on this platform is so good. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to update the set count one time. But it was 3-2, not 23-2. Nope, don't hit enter.
IMOs that should be replayed. I love that meme.
Anyway, yeah, good stuff to Supa there. Takes that set 3-2 with the Falcon pick, clutching it out in game 5. And yeah, if you have strong platform movement, having like a single wide platform like that to just play around on is like really nice.